good morning, beautiful people, and happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. Today's tutorial is going to be about brows and lashes. How to do your brows like a pro. I get a lot of compliments on my brows, so I wanted to do a very detailed brow video. So the first thing you're going to need when you're doing your brows is a spoolie. Now, a lot of people do their brows different. I'm going to show you how I do my brows. Now, this is how I do mine. It's a lot of people that do all this here and do that. No, I just go right in. So I'm going to show you how I do mine. Not saying the way that they do their brows is wrong. I'm going to show you how I do my brows, which I get compliments a lot. So this is how I do my brows. And if you want to do your brows the way I do them, continue to follow me and continue to follow this video. So I'm going in the mirror and I'm just brushing up my brows because I have very thin brows. I don't have thick brows anymore. So in order for me to have that illusion that I got thick brows, I just fill in my brows. And I've been doing this for the longest. As you see, I don't have a tail here, so I'm going to have to make one. So that's how I do my brows. Some people say I pencil them in, that's fine. But this is the way I do mine. And the brow pencil that I use is not a brow pencil. It is a brown eyeliner that you can line your lash line. I use this as a brow pencil, and it's like a charcoal crayon feel to it. So I'm gonna come as close as I can to the camera, y'all, so y'all can see. And I start right here. And I outline my brow. See that line? And then I go to the top and I outline my brow. See that? And then I start filling in from the back, and I just do like this. Now, some people would do hair-like strokes. I don't do hair-like strokes, and I don't fill in the front of it. I just start shading it in from the back very lightly. And then I take my spoolie. That's coming out real good. I got a mirror over here. And I take my spoolie. And then I brush to the front. And I just brush this back. Let me go in this mirror here. Wait, let me stay in here in the camera, Lord. It's hard for me to do my brows on camera, y'all. And I just kind of fill it in more. See that? Now that's a brow. See that? Now I'm going to fill it in as far as cleaning it up. I'm going to clean it up with concealer. So it's filled in. Everything is shaded together. So I'm going to clean it up with some concealer. And the concealer that I'm using is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. She is the bomb. I'm telling you, this here concealer right here, she the GOAT. Y'all, look. Don't forget about her. Because, honey, you want your eyebrows to be nice and crisp, or you want a good cut crease, LA Girl Pro Concealer, and that's in the shade Fawn. So I take the back of my spoolie, which they have a concealer side, and this is what I'm going to use to clean up my brow. So I'm going to start from the front. And then I just kind of turn the brush over and start cleaning up and bringing it, flatly. And I start patting it to blend it out because I'm not going to wear any makeup today. I'm just going to do brows and lashes today. You see that, how that's cleaned up? Now I'm going to do the next brow off camera, and we'll come back and we're going to do the lashes. See that brow, honey? So easy. You just got to practice this, okay? So I'll be back and we're going to do lashes. Smooches. Okay, guys, I am back. So after I have blended out my brows, I'm going to set the brows with a little bit of pressed powder because, like I said, I'm not going to wear any eyeshadow, no foundation or anything, but this is a eyebrow tutorial. So after you have cleaned your brows, I don't clean the top of my brows, but I'm going to set that concealer with some powder, and I use some pressed powder to just set it. You're just going to use this powder to set the brows, that concealer that we use, so it can look as natural as it can. We're just setting that with powder. See that? Girl, that's a brow. I'm telling you. Keep practicing, sis. So now, I'm getting a little hot. We're going to proceed with the lashes. Get my lashes. Uh-oh. Now, because I'm just doing brows and lashes, I'm going to use this lashes here from Shein. So, let me get my lashes ready. These are very natural looking. They're a little wispy, but not that wispy. That's kind of lash. So you want to take them out of your pack, whatever lashes you're going to wear. And these are the ones I'm wearing today. I use these for when I have clients, but oh well, I'm going to use them on me today. And this is from Shein. You can get this here pack from Shein. It was a whole lot of, if you can see, I used them, but I got the rest of them. So now, you want to get your lash glue. Let me get my glue ready. And I use this here glue here, the Duo Lash Glue, and it's the green one. It's going to have that green writing on it. So the first thing I do is I use my mascara. You're going to need mascara and eyeliner. So we're going to use the mascara first. And I'm only going to do one eye on camera and pop on the other one off camera because it's 10:43 and I want to be able to curl my hair. But I wanted to show you guys how to do brows and lashes. So what the mascara does is it lifts and opens up your lash, your natural lash, so it can blend right in with your false lash. If that makes sense. And I'm really taking my time with this mascara today. I never really had thick lashes, but I had lashes. That's why I was so glad when I got introduced to the falsies. They've been wearing lashes for years. This is nothing new. So you see how that looks? Just like that. So now you want to get your glue. And put your glue on your lash line. And this is just for extra hold. Now you see how it's white? Let it get tacky until it's all gone. So with the lash, let me make sure I'm using the right one though, the side, because I'm only doing one. Okay. I usually just do my lashes like this, kind of bend them back and forth to open them up. And then I get my lash glue. And I proceed to put the glue on the band. It doesn't matter how much you put on, just don't use so much. And I remember, some people still do, but I remember using that black hair glue to do the lashes. We not doing that in 2025, sis. We not doing that. Get you some lash glue, okay? Don't be putting on hair glue. It's for hair, not for lashes, okay? I'm so glad I'm delivered from that, and I'm not doing that. Now, the people that, still do that, more power to you. But, we stepping over into the new age. We got to do something new. And we not doing no black hair glue. Don't do that. That got fungus in it. It have a fishy smell. That's why you don't do it. Even though we don't supposed to put it on our head, we do. But, we got a cap for that. That's why you make sure you wash. Anyway, let's get back to the lashes. I just had to share that because I remember I used to do that. Now, they do have black eyelash glue. Now, if you prefer to use black, make sure you get one that's a black. It's an eyelash glue, not hair glue. I think Kiss has it. The Wet n Wild. Other people have that glue, but I like the Duo glue, and this is the one I use with the green. I love this kind. That's the only one I will use. I've been using it for like, I want to see, like 3 years now. I used to use a black one, but I used the Kiss long lasting whole black eyeliner glue, but now I switched over to Duo, and I'm just letting this just I'm blowing on it a little bit. But this is all the way gone, as you can see. It's nice and clear. It's not with the blue on it anymore. So now I'm going to use my mirror and try to get you a magnifying mirror like this and just look down. Since I have problems with the edges, I always try to do the front part, and then I push the middle part down. And I'm just letting this do what it's gonna do. I'm not gonna touch it that much, but I am gonna. I hate when my fingers get stuck. And I'm just pushing it down into my natural lash. Make sure that you put it right on your lash line, not above it. It goes right on the lash line. Okay, ladies, not above. None of that. It go on the lash line. So I'm just pushing mine down and pushing them up. You see how it blended? You see how that blended with my lash line? So I'll be back with the next brow on. I'll be right back, guys. Smooches. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I put both lashes on, the other lash on, but both of them are on, as you can see. So the next step is I'm going to use a little bit of mascara because I'm going to put some eyeliner on my lash line. And I just like to put a little bit of mascara on mine just to fluff them out, because lash is supposed to lift your eyes. You don't want them to be hanging low, okay? So you want your lashes to be lifted. So that's why I like to put the mascara on to lift them more. I'm just pushing this down some more and curling it up with my finger. Now, some people have a lash curler. I'm just going to use my finger to push it up. See how it just does? So now I'm going to use my e.l.f. liquid liner to line my lash line. And I just take that, kind of take some off. You don't want to put too much of the liquid liner on. So I'm just going to go in my little mirror. See how that look? That is so nice. And this is a quick and easy look. If you don't feel like doing no makeup, still put your lashes on. Yesterday I didn't have on none. So this ends my video on how to do your brows and apply your lashes. And I used the Duo glue, and it's the green one here. I use liquid liner and mascara. You need these three things to do your lashes, okay? So guys, I hope you learned something. Continue to follow me, like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you to my newbies on my channel. Thank you for subscribing, and share with your makeup besties. I will appreciate it kindly. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Smooches.